Welcome to the Channel One Newsroom from our studios at number 5 Owula Hansen Lane at Tesano. I'm Frema Edunyame. Coming up, SML drags OSP to charge, citing administrative injustice and abuse of office in probe into the GRA SML deal. OSP formally charges Ken Oforiatta SML and 6 others with 78 counts of corruption-related offences. Attorney General justifies bail conditions set by investigative agencies, saying it is not intended to punish appointees of the previous government currently under investigation.
I am standing on firm ground in saying this because the sums of money and the criminal enterprise that are the subject matter of the bail conditions that are being imposed have never before been seen in.
Also coming up, bail terms for former managing director of BOST, Edwin Provençal, reduced from 60 million Ghana cedis to 30 million Ghana cedis.
Yoko is purportedly investigating him for causing financial loss. It's a very detailed matter. The supposed financial loss itself has not even occasion. There's no loss at the moment, so you cannot be investigating somebody or charge somebody for a crime that has not been.
Ghana Water Limited shuts down Bonsa water treatment plant due to siltation occasioned by illegal mining activities.
We took the pain to dredge, remove a huge tons of silt from the river. And then the plant worked for only 3 weeks. And for us to see that the river has been fully occupied by silt.
In Channel One Business, President Mahama urges government institutions to consolidate recent gains to stabilize the economy. And in Channel One Sports, Black Stars coach attributes 1-0 loss to South Korea to challenges in attacking department of the team. Many thanks for staying with us. Now in our first story, Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited, SML, has filed a formal petition at the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice charge, accusing the Office of the Special Prosecutor, OSP, of administrative injustice, abuse of office and violation of its constitutional rights. The petition details a wide range of allegations against the OSP and the lead investigator, Mr. Albert Akrugu, in relation to the OSP's ongoing probe into SML's contracts and operations. According to SML, the OSP's investigation was tainted by what it describes as personal and retaliatory motives on the part of Mr. Akrugu, whom the company claimed has historical ties to the West Blue system previously used by the GRA. Meanwhile, the Office of the Special Prosecutor has filed 78 charges against 8 individuals, including former Finance Minister Ken Oforiatta, over their alleged roles in the controversial revenue assurance contracts between the Ghana Revenue Authority and Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited, SML. Those set to face prosecution include former GRA Commissioner Generals Dr. Amishadai Owusu-Amoah and Emmanuel Kofinti, as well as senior GRA officials Isaac Frenzel and Kwejo Damwa. Ernest Akori, a former technical advisor at the Ministry of Finance, SML's owner Evan Seduse, and SML are also among the accused. The charges come after months of investigations by the OSP, which uncovered alleged corruption, abuse of office and procurement breaches in the award and execution of the SML GRA contracts. Now, away from that, the 60 million Ghana cedi bail slapped on former BOST Managing Director Edwin Provençal has been reduced in half. His legal team on Tuesday successfully secured a variation, reducing the amount to 30 million Ghana cedis, saying they are racing against time to meet the new bail conditions. There is more in this report.
Charles Ochre, counsel for former BOST Managing Director Edwin Provençal, arrived at the UCO headquarters Tuesday afternoon, determined to finalize the newly revised 30 million bail terms for his client. The court earlier reviewed and reduced the original 60 million bail following an application by the defense team. The new terms, according to the lawyer, now require 2 sureties and a mandatory deposit of Mr. Provençal's passport at the court registry. Provençal was arrested at the Kotoka International Airport last week and has since spent more than a week in custody. His legal team insists they are working urgently to fulfill the court's demands to secure his release. Speaking to the press after securing the variation, lawyer Charles Ochre confirmed that the arrest is linked to ongoing investigations into alleged coercion or financial loss, but he maintains that no evidence of wrongdoing has been presented against his client.
Yoko is purportedly investigating him for causing financial loss. It's a very detailed matter. The supposed financial loss itself has not even occasion. There's no loss at the moment, so you cannot be investigating somebody or charge somebody for a crime that has not been committed. No wonder there's no charge sheet. No charge sheet has been filed in this matter, no offenses, and that's why the court found it easy to grant a bail.
After over 7 days of being in UCO custody, former managing director of BOST may be going home today, as his lawyers have secured a varied 30 million Ghana cedis bail with 2 sureties who are not to be justified. What we've learned is that the case involves a matter of allegedly causing financial loss to the state, but his lawyers have denied any wrongdoing on the part of their client. Reporting for Channel One News, Hansen Ajiman.
The Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayine, has defended the bail conditions imposed by investigative agencies on former government appointees being probed for alleged corruption. He explained that the bail terms are informed by the gravity of the suspected offence, noting that the practice is long-standing and intended to guarantee that suspects remain available to face trial. Addressing questions in Parliament, Dr. Ayine described the system as fair and consistent with established procedure. Channel One News' Ni Ayikwedo Kai has more.
Answering questions on the floor of Parliament, the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayine, justified the imposition of substantial bail sums on former government appointees under investigation for alleged corrupt practices.
Mr. Speaker, there is nothing unjust or unfair with respect to what is happening. I am standing on firm ground in saying this, because the sums of money and the criminal enterprise that are the subject matter of the bail conditions that are being imposed have never before been seen in our country.
Following the presentation of the 2026 budget to Parliament by the Finance Minister, Dr. Kasia Latoforsen, the House on Tuesday commenced a debate on the policy document.
We were running this economy as if there was free money from people, so we're not cutting our coat according to size. Mr. Speaker, we're very reckless, to say the least, in borrowing and in managing the fiscal space. Mr. Speaker, externally, we experienced serious heightened external vulnerabilities. And what that meant was that at some point in time, this country had only reserves that could last for 0.8 months, less than 2 weeks of reserves to manage this economy. So we just didn't even have the external reserves to import critical essential drugs just to keep us alive.
He said he inherited an economy that was in a mess. An economy that was in a mess left 1 trillion of GDP as against 219 billion Ghana cedis in 2016. An economy that was in a mess, Mr. Speaker. We left 4 months of import cover, close to $9 billion. An economy that was in a mess. Mr. Speaker, again, he also mentioned that the IMF program was derailed. That is not correct and that is not true. The Galamsey menace is a war. If it's a war, then this budget, Mr. Speaker, this budget is telling us that it's like we are in a battlefield with plastic chairs instead of armors to fight and make sure we win this. Because if you send 150, which is 7% of the total budget of the Ministry of Lands and Forestry, and 0.003%, then clearly it is not a matter of survival.
It is not true that this finance minister is not spending. He is spending in the right places. Mr. Speaker, for the first time, the National Health Insurance Scheme reports that they have a healthy balance in their accounts, unlike the past, when a minuscule of what was due them was reimbursed by government.
62 billion cedis that should have been available in the pockets of the ordinary Ghanaians for spending on the markets have been siphoned back to central bank by depriving the people that opportunity. Mr. Speaker, the interesting thing is that next month, December, Christmas is coming. And I can bet you, Mr. Speaker, that with this activity by the central bank, traders will just be sitting by their produce in the scorching sun of Okaishi market, in the scorching sun of Kumasi Central Market, in the scorching sun of Makola and elsewhere. People will just be passing by without purchasing anything.
The Majority Caucus in its debate of the policy document states that the government is committed to sustaining the current economic gains. Reporting for Channel One News from Parliament, Ni Ayukwe Okai.
Now, for more on the AG's appearance before Parliament today, let's go over the phone lines and speak to Naneje Bafulwa, MP for Menchia South. Thank you very much, Honourable, for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice says the bill conditions are justified by law. How do you receive this?
Firstly, I disagree with him. The Economic and Organized Crime Organization, yes, has the discretionary power to impose bail conditions to secure the attendance of suspects, right, and in the course of investigations. But it has to be done on certain conditions or factors. When you look at the presentation he made in Parliament, it was obvious that he was only one-sided. He looked at one side. Hence my question, whether as Minister for Justice he thinks that what is happening is fair. There are several elements you need to take into account in imposing a bail. Don't forget that at the investigative stage, the person is not an accused person. In other words, you are yet to establish a prima facie case against that person. Put it simply, for the ordinary Ghanaian to understand, you are yet to determine whether, in terms of the cases that you are investigating, he has a case to answer. So he's still a suspect. At that point, you are only interested in making sure that as and when you need him for the purposes of investigations, he will avail himself. And so you are asking yourself, putting everything together, will this person appear before me? When you look at the cases they have dealt with, let's take somebody like Chairman Wontumi. He's the chairman of the NPP in the Ashanti region. He owns a lot of assets. We all know, for instance, he has advertised one of the properties he's building in Kumasi with several rooms, for instance, about. Everybody knows. The second thing being that he, for instance, owns a media house. And so you look at the offense for which you are investigating and ask yourself, what is the likely punishment that will be imposed, such that if he is not available and you even decide to try him in absentia, consistent with the provisions of the Constitution, if the court should find him guilty, right, is there any other way by which you can, satisfy the charge? So all these things, you take them into account. And then when you have done all those permutations, right, on a case-by-case basis, you should be able to say that this person, let me impose a lower bill terms or lower bill conditions. But when you look at the cases we have seen, there is a trend. There's a trend whereby hefty bill terms are imposed such that the persons are kept behind bars beyond the 48 hours. It's a trend. And so when the Attorney General comes to Parliament and say it is fair, it's very ridiculous.
But Honorable, let's
please
look
bear
at...
with me. Indulge me.
Right.
I beg you, indulge me. You see, Frema, the fight against corruption, we are all keen. And what we are saying is that let's make the fight against corruption very seamless, very non-partisan, such that tomorrow, when an NDC person is going through it, right, you will not be in a position to cry that, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Because politicians, we have very short memory. Indeed, when others are victims, we don't see it. When we are victims, we see it. And when you flip it tomorrow, they are likely to cry. And we deliberately, that's why today I got him to say it is fair, so that the Hansard is captured. The Hansard captures it. And that tomorrow when he's crying or their people are crying, we'll use it. But that's not what we want.
Right. But Honorable, the Attorney General also stated that the bail conditions are determined based on the gravity of the offense we are talking about. Is the AG doing anything unlawful?
It is completely. That's why I said he looked at it, from a biased perspective. Because if you say you are looking at the bail conditions from the complexity of the offense involved, right? You are wrong, because at that point, bail is not supposed to be a punishment. It is only to secure the person's attendance. And so at that point, you are not imposing a sentence, for which reason you are looking at the complexity of the offense. Okay, you are only making sure that as and when you need the person to attend upon invitation for the purposes of investigation, the person will make himself available. And so when you say you are looking at the complexity of the offense, you are completely wrong. He's wrong. But unfortunately, you see, what's happening on the floor of Parliament is that, look, you barely have the opportunity to talk. They will not. The Speaker will not allow you to talk, particularly the First Deputy Speaker. He will not. And so you can't even probe him. Completely protected, completely shielded. And so it's not helping in the shaping of policies in this country. Look, we need to build a system that is seamless, that no politician can cry foul tomorrow or today. He knows that this is consistent with the general principles or guidelines for bail and so on and so forth. It won't be that, therefore, is being treated differently from Freeman.
Right.
It should be that, look, whether or not NPP or NDC is in power, we should be able to deal with an NPP person, minister, appointee for one offense or the other.
Right. But Honorable, looking at the responses from the AG, it appears nothing is really going to change. So moving on, what is the minority going to do?
No, we are going to go through. We'll deal with it. Look, it looks like nothing will change. Unfortunately, the respected Attorney General, I didn't know he was this partisan. From day one since his appointment, has shown his partisan hand, continues to play or pander to the partisan demands of his base, which is very unfortunate. He loses the fact that he's also the Minister for Justice, and so he's wearing a double hat and needs to make sure the skills are balanced. Very, very unfortunate. We must fight corruption in the manner which is seamless, which is sustainable, which is beyond anybody crying victim. They treat me in the manner which you would treat any other Ghanaian. Treat me in the manner which you treat an NDC person, you treat a non-politician, you treat a pastor, you treat a clergy, you treat whoever.
Right.
And then we can move forward. And that people would not see anybody and think that, look, this is victimization. No. This is the problem I have with what they are doing. But unfortunately, that Attorney General is too partisan.
Right, Honorable. Right. Thank you very much, Honorable. We'll have to end it here and continue some other time. Thank you very much, Honorable Member of Parliament for Menchia South, Naneje Bafo Ewa. Now, away from that, the Managing Director of the Ghana Water Company Limited, Adam Muta Wakilu, says the company is considering tapping stagnant water from mining pits in the Takwa area as an emergency measure following the shutdown of the Bonsa water treatment plant due to heavy galamsey-induced siltation. He says the company will engage mining firms in the enclave to access and treat the pit water for supply to Takwa and surrounding communities. Speaking during an inspection tour of the Bonsa treatment plant, which until its closure supplied water to Takwa and Swayam and neighboring towns, he revealed that a contractor who recently undertook the silting works will be recalled. Channel 1 News' Western Bureau Chief Akwesi J. Edim reports from Bonsa near Takwa.
The Bonsa River in the Takwa Insai municipality is the primary raw water source for the Bonsa treatment plant. Years of illegal mining activity have, however, left the river heavily polluted and silted, preventing adequate flow of raw water into the plant. Briefing the Ghana Water Company Limited Managing Director, Adam Muta Wakilu, during his visit to the challenge facility, the Western and Central Regional Manager, Engineer Richardson, revealed that the river stability level has risen to about 4,400 NTU, far above the plant's design capacity of 15 NTU. He added that the plant was shut down 3 weeks ago due to excessive silt, despite their earlier desilting work carried out only a few weeks prior.
We took the pain to dredge, remove a huge tons of silt from the river. And then the plant worked for only 3 weeks. And for us to see that the river has been fully occupied by silt again, just under 3 weeks. And as we speak today, 18th of November, it has been down for 3 weeks.
After assessing the situation, Managing Director Adam Muta Wakilu outlined urgent steps to restore water supply to Takwa and its neighboring areas, including further desilting and the potential treatment of water drawn from nearby mining pits.
From here, we'll be visiting the mining pit lake to see if it is possible with
Officials of the Ashanti Regional Police Post say adequate measures have been implemented to ensure a smooth and orderly sale of recruitment forms for the police service, prison service, immigration service and fire service. According to the Ashanti Regional Head Postmaster Emmanuel Dudu, the office has put in place enhanced safety and crowd control systems to prevent congestion and avoid any potential disturbances as prospective applicants visit to purchase the forms. Ashanti Regional Correspondent Brighty Abua reports.
Scores of young people on Tuesday converged on designated sales centers, including the Ghana Commercial Bank and the Ashanti Regional Ghana Post Office, to purchase recruitment forms as they seek entry into the police, prisons, immigration and fire services. Speaking to Channel 1 News, the regional head postmaster, Emmanuel Dudu, assured the public that the exercise will be smooth and incident-free. He explained that adequate systems and crowd management measures have been instituted to avert congestion and any potential disorder at the centers.
Actually, in terms of this, everybody is rushing to come and get it. So if it happens like that, you know how it will be. It will be like everybody wants to rush. But we develop a standard of when you come, we give you a number, then you'll be in the queue. When it gets to your turn, then you come and purchase your own. So far that's what we are doing now.
He appealed to the public to remain patient and avoid unnecessary rushes, stressing that there is sufficient time for all eligible applicants to secure their forms without panic.
We have a lot of, the forms are there, so many of them, but we have about a month to sort it. But unfortunately, when you come and you tell them that maybe they should go and come, or probably when it's time and we have to go, you see that when you are closing the door, you will see people even trying to come in. But we can sell it up to the end, let's say about 20th or 21st of December. So we are telling the people that you rushing for it right now doesn't make it that there's a saying that Udikan Kota now Undibim. So when you are rushing for it doesn't mean that automatically you'll be employed or you'll be taken by these forces. So they should take their time and then give us ample time. We will serve them and serve them well.
Some prospective applicants also shared the experiences since the process began. While many were satisfied with the improved organization at the various centers, others call for additional measures to ease long queues and shorten waiting periods.
From yesterday, we've been here from yesterday and it has been a bit tough, but I couldn't get my own yesterday. We came here, a lot of people were here, but some of us didn't get it, so we went back home. We came at dawn and God being so good, I have gotten mine. Me personally, I've gotten mine. So I would say it was a bit tough, but we've been through.
Tough forms. I got here around 5 a.m. But when I came, they had not yet started. But for now, they gave us number to be on a queue. But very soon to reach my tent, so that I'll go and purchase.
Officials of the Ghana Post Service in the Ashanti region say they will do everything within their power to prevent any chaos from happening. For Channel One News, I am Bright Tieboa.
This is a Channel One newsroom still to come. President Mahama urges government institutions to consolidate recent gains to stabilize the economy. We'll be back shortly. Please stay.
Stronger brand you can trust. Polytank, we get some more Rambo and get some more super. And the Polytank we did.
Polytank, Papa no asa.
Yo, Green, you no go job. You look unhappy and seem to be in pain.
I have this long-standing well at my anus and it keeps coming and going. I feel sick and so uncomfortable, bro.
Have you taken into consideration going to the hospital?
I've been to several hospitals and they keep telling me the same thing. They said it's anal fistula. I have to undergo a surgery. I'm scared I might not be able to hold my stool if I do this surgery.
Wait, have you considered seeing a proctologist?
Which one is that? What do we have proctologists in Ghana here?
Bro, we have a lot of them. They are being trained every time.
Where can I?
An anal fistula is an abnormal tract which connects the inner part of the anus to the skin around the anus. As long as this tract persists, there will be a recurring boil around the anus. A proctologist is the one credited with excellent outcomes of surgery of anal fistula. Laser and ligature anal fistula surgeries are the modern methods with very low recurrence rates.
Visit Mwintaba Hospital and Coloproctology Center today or call us. Mwintaba Hospital, First Ghana Colorectal Center, in to serve a peculiar health need.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother Man's more. If you knew, it's your boy. Kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the grades. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boah, faha.
uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame? As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Kofi from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you're poor, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
When you buy, you build. Your purchase becomes progress. Each choice writes a better story for someone else.
Afro-quality. Buy African, build Africa.
Christmas, my favorite time of the year.
This festive season, Volta Serene Hotel invites you to experience the magic of Christmas and New Year like never before. From 20th of December to the 1st of January, step into a world of joy, music, laughter, and celebration. We begin on the 20th with a soulful carols night, filling the air with warmth and melody. Then, on 23rd and 24th of December, arrive in style as we welcome you with fresh coconut and local treats. Christmas Day brings pure delight, exciting moments for kids, relaxing escape for adults, and an elegant all-white dinner under the stars, crowned with a spectacular fireworks display. On Boxing Day, embrace culture and rhythm, from picnics and traditional dance to an unforgettable high life and old school night. As the week unfolds, enjoy movie night, live music, karaoke, and endless fun, until we welcome 2026 with a breathtaking fireworks show on New Year's Eve. Special Christmas packages starting from 4,050 for individuals, 5,250 for couples, and 8,900 Ghana cedis for a family of 4 for 2 nights. Call or WhatsApp 0541 539 867 or 0362 025 243 to book your experience today. Volta Serene Hotel. Feel the serene touch.
You're welcome back. Up next is Channel 1 Business with Neteli Nete Ajaho.
Channel 1 Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
We're not sure what caused the panic, but if you're
Masquerades are scary, but bills shouldn't scare you. Be one of 10,000 lucky winners when you deposit multiples of 400 Ghana cedis or take a loan in multiples of 4,000 Ghana cedis to win up to 1.5 million Ghana cedis in cash and prizes, 1-year insurance cover, and more. Tap into vibes in the EcoBank 5-Star Enjoyment Promo. Up to 15% discount when you use our cards and digital platforms. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. EcoBank will never call or text asking you to verify sensitive information like your PIN, Ghana card, or bank card information. Pay better attention to details.
Well, you're welcome, Natalie.
Thank you, Firma.
So the president has been advising on the economy.
Yes, because we are making some of the recovery,
gains, right?
some gains. He's advising government institutions to ensure that these gains are sustained and not make sure that we go back to the negative
Well, maybe we all need his advice, so give us the details.
Now, President John Dramani Mahama has urged government institutions to build on Ghana's recent economic achievements, emphasizing the country's strides in restoring macroeconomic stability over the past 10 months. He noted that targeted government measures have successfully anchored inflation expectations and stabilized the cedi through improved forex liquidity management and stronger reserve buffers, steps that have enhanced investor confidence and strengthened market sentiment. Here is more. President John Dramani Mahama cited S&P's recent upgrade of Ghana's sovereign credit rating as clear evidence of strengthening economic fundamentals, highlighting progress in restoring macroeconomic stability at the cedi at 60 anniversary currency conference.
Our development partners, the financial markets, and the global rating agencies have acknowledged these reforms. And so, these efforts have culminated in a significant sign of credibility. Ghana's sovereign rating by S&P was upgraded recently from CCC+/C to B- with a stable outlook on 7th November 2025. And that is why I give credit to our finance ministry and our central bank, the Bank of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an affirmation that our fundamentals are strengthening and that we're on a clear path of recovery.
Speaking on the Ghana cedi, the governor of the central bank, Dr. Johnson Isiama, said the BOG is committed to keeping it as Ghana's main currency and warned that relying on foreign currencies threatens economic independence.
This must be reinforced by strong economic stewardship and institutional stability to ensure that the cedi retains its value and relevance. At the same time, we are strengthening efforts to re-anchor the cedi as the unquestioned medium of exchange, addressing the pressures toward currency substitution and dollarization, which threaten our economic sovereignty.
Now, Parliament has approved an agreement between the Ghana Revenue Authority and Trudeau Investments Limited to modernize customs administration through the tracking of container contents for imported goods. The agreement seeks to introduce a digital inspection solution to complement the Integrated Customs Management System, ICOMS, in enhancing revenue mobilization. Presenting the Finance Committee's report on the agreement, the Chairman, Isaac Odongo, noted that the deal does not impose any additional cost on the state.
It has become necessary for the government of Ghana to introduce a publican digital arrangement to improve custom management and to improve revenue generation. Mr. Speaker, we were informed that even though we have an existing ICOMS system, there were weaknesses that were found with the ICOMS system that made it very difficult to manage the movement of cargo, particularly with respect to pre-arrival arrangements that ensures that we're able to track items that come into this country. Mr. Speaker, we're informed that in one of the cases that they monitored, a cargo that left Colombia, destined for Accra, went to Egypt, and from Egypt, the documentation were changed. So completely when the item arrived here, the description and classification that we had originally had changed, and ICOMS did not have the capacity to be able to identify and track this. So as a result, Mr. Speaker, the government has decided to sign this agreement with these publicists to make sure that we are able to get a handle on tracking those customs, the classification of customs, and the pricing in order that the revenues that are accrued to the state are at no extra. Mr. Speaker, this exercise is being done at no extra cost.
Now, bribery in Ghana is declining, but informal payments remain a significant business cost. According to Ghana Statistical Services Governance Series Wave 2, direct bribery fell from 18.4% to 14.3%, while voluntary and appreciation payments nearly doubled to 32.9%. Requests for unofficial payments from officials also dropped from 51.3% to 38.6%. This report has more details.
For the private sector, this shift represents a mixed picture. While the risk of being explicitly asked for a bribe appears to be falling, businesses continue to face informal expectations that services will move faster or more smoothly if something small is offered in return. These payments, although often modest, more than half are below 100 cedis, remain frequent and recurrent. They tend to occur in precisely the areas where businesses most often interact with public officials, licensing processes, inspections, utility services, and other forms of administrative service delivery. As a result, firms still encounter hidden costs in routine compliance, even without overt bribery. The report underscores that these informal transactions undermine predictability because they are discretionary and unofficial. They make it difficult for firms to anticipate how long approvals will take or how smooth administrative processes will be. This unpredictability can translate into delays, inconsistent service standards, and opaque compliance costs. Although the payments are typically small, the accumulative effect across multiple transactions can raise operational expenses, especially for firms that depend on frequent regulatory contact. The rise of voluntary payments therefore signals not just a cultural shift, but an economic cost borne by the private sector.
Let's now bring you an update on how the currency is performing on the interbank market. And that's all for business. I am Neteli Ajahu. Back to you, Frema.
Thank you very much, Neteli. See you later.
Okay.
Now to some other stories. An unspecified number of suspected illegal miners are feared dead at the underground of a mine in the western region. They are said to have suffocated and died underground after an unidentified smoke suspected to have emanated from a blast caused carbon gas to fill the underground, leading to their death. The incident is reported to have occurred at the underground of an abandoned mine at Bogosu, Prestia. It is, however, not clear the exact number of dead, but some sources put the figure at 30, while others say it is 11. And these bodies are that are said to have been taken out earlier. Now, joining us for more is our Western Bureau Chief, Akwesia J. Enim. Thank you very much, Enim, for joining us. Now, tell us much more about this Bogosu issue. Are you able to confirm the numbers involved?
Well, from what I've gathered so far from a source close to this very mine we are talking about is that so far 4 people have been retrieved and they've been taken to the Prestia government hospital. But what I also gathered is that this Prestia Bogosu mine, that the incident is said to have happened in one of the mines that are not operational. Used to be operated by FGR, and FGR left the place. I mean, their license was actually abrogated in February last year and was given to a new operator at the last quarter of this year. And my source close to this new operator tells me that these are illegal miners who actually invaded the underground mine and were mining until this unexpected blast happened. And some people have died. I initially heard 11, but what I gathered from him is that it's around 4 that they've been able to retrieve. And so it could be more, but at the moment we can't tell whether it is more than the 4 or that is all.
Right.
What other information that I've also gathered is that the very mine has not been operational for some time now, and the new operators are now working to dewater the place because the old man had actually gathered water and they are trying to dewater it so that they can operationalize it. So that is the situation we have gathered so far, but it's unconfirmed still, and we are trying to get the right sources to actually confirm it.
And what time did this happen?
It tells me that it happened over the weekend, but they got to know around Sunday. And the Sunday, it is today that they were able to retrieve these 4 bodies. But even with the 4 bodies, we are yet to confirm from the hospital or the police at Christian.
Are they able to tell, give an estimate of the number of people who went there?
What I gathered initially was that there were 11 people who were caught up in there. But again, this is also an unconfirmed information that we are trying to confirm.
Very well, Anim, we will leave it here and get back to you as and when you have more updates for us. Thank you very much for your time. Right now, moving on, President John Mahama has stated that he will sign the controversial anti-LGBTQ bill into law if it is passed by Parliament and sent to his office. He made the declaration on Tuesday, November 18, at the Jubilee House during a courtesy visit by the Christian Council of Ghana. Channel One News' presidential correspondent Akusi Alchiri reports.
The Christian leaders visited the presidency for the second time to convey key messages to the president. First off was to laud the president's fight against illegal mining and call for continuous enforcement. Another call to the government was for the consideration of the completion of the stalled cathedral project.
That government reaffirms its commitment to the project, to its continuation and completion, ensuring transparency in financial administration. 2, that a broad-based funding structure involving churches, the private sector, international partners be developed to reduce the fiscal pressure on the state.
President Mahama responded to the push by the Christian Council.
I believe that at this time and age, with all the problems we have, $400 million to build a cathedral is excessive. I know Nigeria have built an ecumenical center, and I've been there. It's a decent, beautiful place, and they built it for $40 million. And so maybe some of the things are excessive, Let's find somewhere, all of us, on National Day of Thanksgiving and Worship, we can all go there and worship God and thank Him for what He has done for us. And so when that forensic audit is over, our intention is to have a broad-based consultation with the Christian community to see how we can build a place that is decent for us to worship.
Touching on the anti-LGBTQ bill, the president stated that he will sign into law if passed by Parliament.
A person's gender is determined at birth, and then also that the family is the foundation of our nation. That is our position. And so there are no questions or equivocations about what we believe. I believe that we are completely aligned with the Christian Council in terms of your belief. And so we agree with the Speaker to relay the bill and let Parliament, debate it. And if there are any amendments or whatever that have to be done. If the Parliament of the people of Ghana endorse the bill, and vote on it and pass it, and it comes to me as president, I will sign it.
You're still watching the Channel One Newsroom. Still ahead, Black Stars coach attributes 1-0 loss to South Korea to challenges in attacking department of the team. We'll be back shortly with the details and more. Do stay.
You are welcome to 2 of Ghana's finest addresses, Willow Lane and Alphabet City, located at Sakumono. Alphabet City is a premier gated community with 24/7 security. Willow Lane, where luxury meets comfort, spacious 4-bedroom homes with walk-in closet, elevators, and gourmet kitchens. 2 lifestyles, 1 trusted developer at Waylead. Our buildings are ready for you to move in right now. So visit waylead.org or call 0240-111119 to book a private tour today. Waylead, your trusted home builder.
Christmas, my favorite time of the year.
This festive season, Volta Serene Hotel invites you to experience the magic of Christmas and New Year like never before. From 20th of December to the 1st of January, step into a world of joy, music, laughter, and celebration. We begin on the 20th with a soulful carols night, filling the air with warmth and melody. Then, on 23rd and 24th of December, arrive in style as we welcome you with fresh coconut and local treats. Christmas Day brings pure delight, exciting moments for kids, relaxing escape for adults, and an elegant all-white dinner under the stars, crowned with a spectacular fireworks display. On Boxing Day, embrace culture and rhythm, from picnics and traditional dance to an unforgettable high life and old school night. As the week unfolds, enjoy movie night, live music, karaoke, and endless fun, until we welcome 2026 with a breathtaking fireworks show on New Year's Eve. Special Christmas packages starting from 4,050 for individuals, 5,250 for couples, and 8,900 Ghana cedis for a family of 4 for 2 nights. Call or WhatsApp 0541 539 867 or 0362 025 243 to book your experience today. Volta Serene Hotel. Feel the serene touch.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother Man Small. If you knew, it's your boy. Kill them all, kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the great. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boa, faha.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Copy from Georgia be luckiest. From not the block, she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're lucky, everybody go be the luckiest.
God, Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it toy, so would the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey!
Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Ghana, get ready! AgriFair 2025 is gonna be extraordinary this November. Fresh farm produce, fish, poultry, and livestock producers, this is your moment. Join us from Friday the 28th to Sunday the 30th of November 2025 at the Ifo Sutherland Children's Park from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Come get your fresh produce, livestock, aquaculture, agro inputs, machinery, and innovative agri-tech solutions. Plus, don't miss our AgriFair clinics on snail farming, poultry farming, fish farming, and piggery. Call to register, but hurry. Registration closes on Friday the 21st of November 2025. Expect seasoned kebabs, farm-to-table deals, and a buzzing farmers market experience. Call 0558-973-973 to book a stand right now and also to register for the clinics.
I like pork, so I will take pork. The protein ratio is 11.5.
AgriFair 2025, where culture meets innovation.
I must commend City FM and Channel 1 TV for putting this together. My only wish is that it's done, twice a month, 3 times a month.
I will say the fair has taken us beyond what we even imagined.
Really?
It has exposed us to the people of Accra.
The AgriFair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by Horticulture Business Platform, Development Bank Ghana, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, Gersal, Ghana Exim Bank, and Agri Impact.
Many thanks for staying with us. Up next is Channel 1 Sports with Yao J. Minta. You're welcome, Yao.
Thank you very much, Remo.
Looks like Coach Otto Addo has technical reasons why we lost, huh?
Oh yeah, he definitely has technical reasons. And he explained it in his post-game presser.
Well, let's hear him.
Most definitely. Now, Black Stars head coach Otto Addo has stated that his team had issues deploying a high press against South Korea in an international friendly. Now, Ghana lost 1-0 to South Korea, despite the Black Stars goalkeeper, Benjamin Asare, saving one chance penalty kick attempt in the 74th minute. Speaking in the post-game presser, Otto Addo highlighted the Black Stars' wastefulness in front of goal in the loss and added that his team had issues pressing South Korea high up the pitch.
In general, I think, except the Brazil game, I think they didn't collect so many goals anymore, and very, very compact. So you can see a change since the last time we met, but surely also some new young players coming in, some players from the last time are still there, and I think the main tactical element is that they play with three in the back, always try to overload one side, which makes it sometimes difficult to press if you don't have the right timing to take the right positions. And so we had sometimes, especially in the first, problems when to press, who should press. But it's not so easy for the guys because they haven't played together for a longer time, and we had a lot of new players, so it was not easy for them to press, especially when South Korea overload one side.
The President of the United States, Donald Trump, has announced a new system designed to make visa acquisition easier for fans traveling to the United States for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The initiative, known as the FIFA Priority Appointment Scheduling System, or FIFA Pass, will give all ticket holders the chance to secure a prioritized visa interview, ensuring faster processing ahead of the tournament. The announcement was made at the White House alongside U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, and FIFA President Gianni Infantino.
For those who intend to join us for the World Cup, I strongly encourage you to apply right away. And I want to thank FIFA Task Force and Secretary Rubio for the great job. Marco's doing a fantastic job in many ways, too. So I want to just thank you all for a great job. Marco, you're doing a great job. Beyond even this, we're also creating what we're calling the FIFA Prioritized Appointment Scheduling System. That's a hard one for most people to remember, but it's there nevertheless. And this will allow World Cup ticket holders with long wait times to opt with FIFA for a prioritized interview. And I've directed my administration to do everything within the power to make the 2026 World Cup an unprecedented success. I think it's going to be the greatest. And we are setting records on ticket sales. Nobody's ever really, and FIFA's never, you know, if you look at the numbers, nobody's ever seen anything like the kind of numbers we're doing.
And that's it for sports. I am Yao Ejimita.
Thank you very much, Yao. And that's how we wrap up. This has been the Channel 1 Newsroom, but you can also visit our website, channel1newsonline.com, for information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel 1 TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel 1 TV. Download the Channel 1 TV app on Google Play Store. I'm Frema Edunyame. Thanks for watching.